Mr. Speaker, let me congratulate Mr. Smith, incidentally, on his recent elevation to become the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee. We look forward to a productive session during the next couple of years. Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to insert into the record a blog post by the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities summarizing the fact check that have repeatedly debunked the false claim that we just heard a few seconds ago that the IRS is going to hire 87,000 new agents immediately, and a factcheck.org article confirming that not all of the 87,000 people that will be hired are going to work on enforcement.
Without objection.
A very distinguished member of the Ways and Means Committee is the gentleman from Connecticut, Mr. Larson, and I yield him 1 minute.
Gentleman from Connecticut.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise to associate myself with the remarks of the distinguished gentleman from Massachusetts. I think he used the right words when he talked about theater. And isn't it long overdue that we're honest with the American people about what this is about? Come on. You can't really believe that what you're proposing here isn't shielding the wealthiest people in this nation and corporations. People at Augie and Ray's in East Hartford are not fooled by this, and they understand what the agenda is. You place us further in debt and leave us with little else to do to help the people who need it the most. And what is this a guise for? Cutting what you call entitlements. What people in Augie and Ray's know are earned benefits that they pay for every single week out of their paycheck, where they pay their taxes.
Gentleman's time has expired.
Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday to all of you. I have good news, friends. So several more lawmakers are now discussing new inflation relief checks for the American people. So if you reside in states like Minnesota or Massachusetts, you may qualify for at least one more stimulus check this year. As budgets are being finalized, many states are planning to use budget surpluses for another round of stimulus payments. My friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also know that I'll be giving away 2 $75 Walmart gift cards this Friday to say thank you so much for being part of this community. If you'd like to enter the giveaways, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the more likely your chances, my friends, of winning these giveaways. Democratic Governor Tim Walz is planning to include tax rebates to state residents thanks to Minnesota's budget surplus. Governor Walz's hope is to include tax rebates in the state's upcoming budget. The announcement of the state's budget is set for January 24, 2023. According to the Associated Press, the budget will also propose indexing state aid for school districts to help combat inflation. Governor Walz has recently told reporters, "I think people are feeling inflation, even though it may be cooling a little bit. I think there's a sense out there amongst Minnesotans that a little bit of the surplus could really help." Governor Walz's original pitch for the tax rebates had been quite generous, giving single filers a rebate of $1,000 and joint filers a rebate of $2,000. This has earned some support from his fellow Democratic lawmakers, and he has yet to announce any new figures ahead of the state's budget announcement. The Democratic governor has already started his second term in office earlier this month, after winning re-election in November last year. In addition, Minnesota Democrats were able to take control of both houses in the state's legislature. Governor Walz said he is overall super optimistic about productivity going forward. Not all of Governor Walz's fellow lawmakers share his priorities with this rebate. House Speaker Melissa Hortman and Majority Leader Jamie Long claimed they want to prioritize tax credit for families, giving Minnesota families $3,000 for every child 5 years old or younger, with a cap of $7,500. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey and top lawmakers signaled that a clearer picture of potential tax relief may not emerge until at least the end of this month. when a key financial metric is available. Governor Healy said their teams are working closely through numbers and evaluating what is possible. Governor Healy also recently told reporters, "We also know how important it is to make sure that we're doing everything that we can for residents of the state." Healy, on the campaign trail, had vowed to make progressive permanent tax relief her day one priority. She had also largely echoed support for now former Governor Charlie Baker's sweeping tax cut proposals last year for seniors, low and middle income residents, and renters, as well as overhauls to the estate tax. Now, friends, the Internal Revenue Service said it recently finished correcting tax returns that were filed for 2020 that included overpayments for unemployment benefits that workers had received that year. The tax agency said it had issued 12 million tax refunds as a result. The IRS also said that the average tax refund is $1,232, with the agency sending a total of $14.8 billion back to taxpayers. Taxpayers were sent letters from the IRS to inform them about the fixes to their 2020 tax filings. The tax review came about due to the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, which was signed into law by President Biden. The legislation excluded up to $10,200 in 2020 unemployment aid from being counted as taxable income. But some taxpayers had already filed their returns in early 2021 before the law became effective. And because of that, the IRS reviewed returns that were filed by workers who reported jobless aid as income in 2020. Unemployment aid is typically considered taxable income. The IRS told CNBC News some taxpayers received refunds, while others had overpayment applied to taxes due or other debts. In some cases, the exclusion only resulted in a reduction in their adjusted gross income. About 14 million tax returns were corrected, but the IRS issued refunds for 12 million of those filings. Individuals and married couples whose adjusted gross income was below $150,000 were eligible to have some unemployment aid untaxed. According to the IRS, it has now finished corrections, although it added that taxpayers who are eligible for the exclusion and who have not received a correction letter from the IRS may need to file an amended 2020 tax return to claim their refund. Well, my amazing and dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Tuesday morning. My friends, thank you so much for being here and being part of this community. To show my appreciation, I will be announcing 2 new winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Tuesday.